Opposition renews call for broad-based oversight of Hurricane Melissa relief efforts. Leader of opposition business in the House of Representatives, Phillip Paulwell, is intensifying calls for the government to establish a national broad-based oversight mechanism to guide Hurricane Melissa relief and recovery efforts. He insists that the government's proposed parliamentary joint select committee is not an acceptable substitute. In a media release today, Paulwell criticized what he described as the government's continued reluctance to consider a more inclusive, multi-sectoral body, saying the issue was again highlighted in a November 13 letter from Leader of Government Business, Floyd Green.
The letter issued by Minister Floyd Green on November 13 regrettably confirms the government's continued unwillingness to confront the central issue at hand, the urgent need for a credible, broad-based national oversight mechanism to guide the Hurricane Melissa relief and recovery efforts. Contrary to the minister's assertions, the opposition has been consistent. We have been transparent and unwavering in our call for a national task force, one that goes beyond Parliament and includes representatives of the private sector, the church, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders whose participation is essential to building trust in this moment of national crisis. It is therefore misleading and disingenuous for the minister to suggest that a joint select committee of Parliament satisfies this call. The country knows better. A parliamentary committee drawn only from members of Parliament and controlled by the government majority cannot and will never be a substitute for a national, non-partisan, multi-sectoral task force with real oversight responsibility.
During last Tuesday's sitting of the House, Green stated that the opposition had withdrawn from participation in the Joint Select Committee announced by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Green said the opposition communicated this position on November 7, arguing that such a committee would duplicate and usurp the role of the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, PAAC. However, Paulwell has pushed back strongly against Green's framing, noting that the opposition has been consistent, transparent, and unwavering in its call for a national task force, not another parliamentary committee. He emphasized that such a task force must include representatives of the private sector, church, civil society, and other key stakeholders, arguing that their involvement is critical to restoring public trust amid the national disaster. Paulwell stressed that the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa, particularly in the island's southwest, has deepened long-standing public concerns about disaster response systems. In such a climate, he argued, the government should adopt international best practice models rather than narrow and inadequate structures. He also criticized Green's stated intention to address the matter in the adjournment debate, calling it inappropriate for an issue of this magnitude. Matters of national disaster management and public accountability require a ministerial statement which permits full scrutiny and questioning, he said, not a statement delivered without the opportunity for genuine parliamentary engagement. Paulwell concluded that the opposition would continue to advocate for good governance, full transparency, and rigorous accountability, saying the nation deserves the highest standards of oversight in the management of relief efforts impacting thousands of Jamaicans. There can be no unity without honesty, no consensus without credibility, and no recovery without trust, he said. As the debate intensifies, the central question remains: should the oversight of Hurricane Melissa relief rest in the hands of a parliamentary committee, or does Jamaica now require a broader, multi-sectoral body to ensure full transparency, trust, and national participation?